Okay, so we're starting to look pretty good, but I think one more thing we could do to make this shot a lot more dynamic is to move the camera as well. So I'm going to go back to my camera. So C for camera. And we can see him walk right off the scene. He starts off in a pretty good place. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to go ahead and take and move that over a bit. Right there. Put him right so that you're looking where he's looking. And that's where I'm going to start my auto key. And going to move forward. And maybe to about 120. That's where he starts doing his turn. I'm going to go ahead and using my dolly, I'm going to zoom out. And the rotate, I'm also going to rotate around. Right, so now the camera's doing this and it's following him. Okay. And then he turns, right? So I want to see, what's he looking at? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this camera over once again and also maybe continue to zoom out. Make use of that expansive outdoor background that I have. So how's that? Might be a little extreme. Let's move them in just a bit. Okay, that looks pretty good. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to render this and see what happens. So I'm going to turn off my auto key and I'm going to go here to my render setup. I'm going to select not the single, but the active segments 1 through 80. I'm going to put it into a file because otherwise it won't save it. So here's the files. Make sure that you are going to the T drive. And when the T drive, you're going to be in Art. And in Art, you go to your period. And there should be a folder set up in Project 4 for the Project 4D My Outdoor Scene. So in there, go ahead and give it a file name. So, you know, your last name, your first name, and we're going to save it as an AVI. Right there, that's the very first one. Going to push save. And we've got the MJPEG compressor. Say OK. Check all our things. Yes, we're on render production. And yes, we've saved our file. And we've got it at the HDTV. We've got it at the medium resolution. And we've got the active segments. So I think we are ready to render. Okay, once again, now I've run you through a few things. So we saw how to make a set that was a little bit bigger. We took a look at lighting and we looked at adjusting a model. We also looked at animating a character once again and gave you kind of a tip of how to set up the layers for a move, a walk, and a move by actually creating the walk first. And finally, I showed you how to animate a camera. So anyways, those are the takeaways from this tutorial, but please make it your own. I want to see what you come up with. I've already seen mine, right? So let's see what you can do.